What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving my prediction for LSU versus Auburn. This is a interesting matchup, guys. Two teams that people was wondering where they was going to be, this season. And LSU got a new coach in Brian Kelly, and Auburn has head coach Brian Harsin. And a lot of people was questioning whether or not he's going to be there, for the rest of the season. But both of them coming off a victory. Auburn barely beat Missouri, and LSU beat New Mexico State. And I have the stats for the game, guys, so we can get a little background on each team. Like I said, LSU beat New Mexico 38-0, and pretty much blowed them out. Basically did what they wanted to do, guys. Quarterback Jaden Daniels, he had 24 completions with 29 attempts for 279 yards. He didn't record a touchdown. Nussmeier recorded one. He had 9 completions for 10 attempts, and he had 135 yards and a touchdown. So, pretty much when they got up in this game, they, probably just experimenting with other players and stuff like that. Noah Kane, he had 11 attempts for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. Emery Jr., he had 9 attempts for 45 yards. Jaden Daniels had 9 attempts for 37. I think it's Marnie Goodwin. He had 8 attempts for 24 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, like I said, LSU basically did what they wanted to do. Thomas Jr., he had 3 receptions for 76 yards and a touchdown. That was the only, if I'm not mistaken, that was the only receiving touchdown that they was able to get. But Malik Neighbors, he had 6 receptions for 65 yards, and Jenkins had 5 receptions for 57 yards. So you get the picture. LSU was able to do what they wanted to do, rushing in, passing wise. So should be an interesting matchup with Auburn. I'm gonna switch over to Auburn. Like I said, they barely beat Missouri. Very, very low scoring game, guys. You never got the feel that either team had control of the game. It was just who's going to, do better. Maybe one play away, one fumble, or anything like that away type of game. I remember watching it, like I said, kind of boring because neither team was able to, establish themselves, in the game. But at Auburn, they had I forgot his first name. His last name is Ashford. He was the quarterback. I think he's the second string quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. I think TJ Finley was injured, but he got significant playing time, guys, and he had 18 attempts for 12 completions for 127 yards. Like I said, nothing to write home about. He looked at, he brought a new element to the offense. He has legs, guys, and he can take off and run. Uh, you know, I wouldn't necessarily call him a dual threat, but he was, like I said, he only got 127 yards. So, like I said, uh, nothing to ride home about. But, that's what makes this game interesting because both teams, pretty much for the most part, um, they have that running threat with their quarterback. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, guys. He was the leading rusher for Auburn. He had 15 attempts for 46 yards and a touchdown. And Tank Bixby had 19 attempts for 44 yards and a touchdown. So they was only able to get 2 total rushing touchdowns. And let me see. Yeah, they didn't record a receiving touchdown, guys. Their leading receiver was Moore, and he had 4 receptions for 74 yards. So, uh, like I said, guys, very, slow, low-scoring game. But Auburn got the victory. Really, Missouri could have won the game if the guy had kept the ball in his hands. He dropped it right before he got in the end zone. So when they reviewed the tape, they saw that, he was short of the line, and the game ended like that, and Auburn won. But really, Missouri could have won this game. But, with all that being said, if I was to give my prediction for this game, I think LSU going to get it. I wrote my score down. Yeah, I think LSU going to get it 35-20. Um, Auburn might, get maybe a rushing touchdown here and there. Maybe Ashford, if he's the quarterback again, maybe he'll get a get a long pass off, and then Auburn can be at the line and maybe get 2 rushing touchdowns and maybe 2 field goals. But other than that, I don't see Auburn win this game. I think LSU is clicking offensively right now. They have way more uh, athletes at this time. Auburn has, kind of failed in the last couple of years to get elite talent. They're still, a team that watch out for, but LSU continues to get guys, and they're loaded at wide receiver guys, and they have a really, really good rushing attack. And I just see, Jaden Daniels and LSU uh, doing basically, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, but I see them scoring more than I see Auburn scoring. Like I said, Auburn is having trouble, passing the ball. They pretty much a run first team, and LSU's defense is playing really, really good right now. Matter of fact, let me give you guys the stats, total stats. Yeah, Auburn was only able to get 217 total offense against Missouri, guys. 82 rushing and 135 passing. That's not going to get it. I know against with LSU, they was able to get. Let's see. LSU was able to get 633 total. I know it's against New Mexico State, but they was able to get 633 total yards, 414 passing, and 219 rushing. So, yeah, guys, I see LSU win this game, handling. It might get ugly, guys. Like I said, if I was the game plan, I'll just try to shut down Auburn's rushing attack and then force uh, Auburn to throw the ball. The secondary at LSU, for the most part, they have a pedigree of being good. I know they kind of allowed some passing yards this season, but I believe they're going to get up for this game. I think they're going to beat Auburn soundly. Uh, I said 35-20. It could be worse, but I think it'll be somewhere around that because they play each other hard. But what you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And if you haven't, please like to share and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.